Hello and welcome to the 2017 Trilogy 24 tournament. We're here in lovely Goucher College in Towson, Maryland, just outside of Baltimore. We've got an elite tournament, 24 teams from all over the country. Among those teams, we have our 3 Trilogy ICE teams. These are teams that are hand-selected by Trilogy coaches out of the players we see across the country every year. I'm going to be coaching the 2018 team this year. After a 4-day training camp, this is our first chance to really get a sense of who we are as a team and what we're going to bring on the field. Review in your mind the things that we do as a group, right? Review in your mind defensive concepts, okay? Remember, everything we're doing, we're starting tight, okay? When these games in these tournaments, things get hectic, right? The pace starts to go up and down. It's hot, there are gonna be turnovers, there are gonna be mistakes. We have to maintain a level of composure as that frantic quality of lacrosse game is elevating. Everybody got that? So let's be smart first, physical second. This morning, our 2018 Trilogy ICE team is going to be playing the Baltimore Rock. We're going to be playing AMP from Northern Virginia, and we're going to be playing Burning River from Ohio. These are athletic, talented teams. We saw AMP last year in the finals, and we're curious to see how we're going to stand up against them this year. Hey, Ryan, keep that stick in here, right? Don't switch to your left. If you're going to try to finish that, you got to keep it in your right so you have more angle. Don't get ahead of yourselves, okay? Just concentrate on the play in front of you, the ground ball in front of you, the shot in front of you. Don't think about anything beyond that, okay? Focus on your job. If you do your job individually, collectively, we're gonna be fine. Here we go.
Hey, boys. Let's go, boys. Ice on 3, 1, 2, 3, ice!
Here we go now, everything's tight defensively. Defensively, we've got to recognize what they're doing is they're cutting that near side guy through. Fight to get top side. If that means we have to take our righties and dodge off that side, so be it. Good take, good take. Oh, good game, guys. Good game, good game. Nice job out there, guys. Good game. Good game, guys.
Everybody in tight, in tight.
Good game. Hey,
smell each other.
Hey, when you lose, right, this is what happens, right? This is what happens when you lose. Right now, Coons is thinking about his game. You're thinking about your game, you're thinking about your game. Everybody right now is thinking about what they did wrong. And what happens is we start to withdraw, right? We go to our own little islands. That can't happen. Yeah, so not the result we were looking for in our first game, 5-3 loss. Just emphasize how those individual small moments of making sure that we communicate where D guys have to go, how those are gonna amount to more positive team plays, okay? Let's stay together. Don't worry about your own individual mistakes. It sucks, right? I've made them, we've all made them. Get past them, we'll learn the lessons, okay? All you need to do is just turn your front shoulder more. That's it. Let's go. Ice on 3. 1, 2, 3, ice!
So we are learning from the coaches who've played at the highest level. And they've played for great schools, both academically and athletically. So they really know how to approach you, how to talk to you, and how to convey their message and what they need you to do.
Good take, chase, chase, chase! That's white! That's white, that's white! No, sir. I should have gone 2-1 early. Let's go, let's play ball.
What keeps me coming back to Trilogy, I love seeing all different types of styles of play from everywhere around the country. It's really nice to see all those blend together. It's just a great tournament, great venue, great coaches. Their level of experience is just so great. You know, most of them play in the pros, Team USA, so they have all this experience that they're just giving to us. Hopefully make us better players, find the right school.
Oh my goodness, ow. Just took one to the neck.
You know, there's definitely a lot of pressure playing with a bunch of coaches. You know, there's 16, 17 coaches on the sideline, but I try to tune that out, just try to play my game, make the best plays I can.
Where do I look? I got new. Well, good take.
Okay, we have to move our feet more for each other. All right, here we go. Let's compete. That's all we're worried about right now is competing. Okay, ice on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ice!
You know, we tell them this is their opportunity, and this is really their opportunity to show college coaches, and they all want to play at the collegiate level. I was always taught, and I firmly believe, and I teach my students as well, that if you are given that opportunity, you have to make the most of it. So when we come out here in the tournament play, we expect the boys to make the most of it. Now, we'll give them the best opportunity to succeed, but ultimately it's their job to finish the job. Here, you're engulfed, and whether you like it or not, you go through everything with each other. So that teaches true character, and it teaches you about who your own attitude is and how you get along with other attitudes.
Hey. Oh, took that one right to the rib.
I want you far side. So Logan, you're cutting, or sorry, Jack, okay? You're gonna cut through and get all the way out to the back side. And we're gonna try to go. Hey, come.
Go, just go.
Let's go, ice on 3. Ice on 3. Ice on 3. 1, 2, 3, ice! I played collegiately at Princeton University, graduated in 2001. It was the time to be at Princeton in terms of the lacrosse and how competitive we were. Of my 4 years, we played in the national championship game 3 of the 4 years, won it twice, lost in the finals once to Syracuse. I then graduated in 01, played 15 years of professional lacrosse. From when I started, sports was something that I was a crazy kid. I was off the wall, all over the place, tons of energy. And when I discovered sports, it was something that just clicked for me. And it was a space and an activity that really allowed me to sort of concentrate all my energy in one thing. And from the start, I remember just loving playing games. And you know, anybody who knows me will tell you to this day, anytime there's a game being played, I'm going to be the first one to join in. My experience as a lacrosse player and as an athlete has been such a positive one. I've been incredibly fortunate, and lacrosse has opened so many doors for me. I've been able to go to Princeton, I've been able to travel the world, I've been able to represent the United States playing in the World Games. And if there's any aspect of that, however small, that I can share with the young men that come through our Trilogy program, it's something that I love seeing, that aspect of lacrosse. It's one of the things that's special about the sport. It's just, it really is a fraternity, and being able to see the next generation of kids come along and grow as players, and being able to pass along some of that knowledge is really satisfying and a fulfilling aspect of being a coach. We've got to move it, but more than moving the ball, we've got to move for each other, right? If you don't have an immediate adjacent, right? Think of the Brazilians, think of our triangles. If you don't have an immediate adjacent pass, the ball's going to die, and they're going to get to feast, and their sideline's going to get all excited, and they're going to think they're God's gift to lacrosse. What I want guys to get from playing for me, or the experience of being part of Trilogy, is this idea that investment and commitment to something and dedicating yourself to improvement is really a tremendous way to engage with anything. And I hope for guys, you know, maybe you don't care about lacrosse as much as I do, but I hope that there's something out there that each of the guys that come through our program care about, so that they can take some of the lessons that we teach them here on the lacrosse field and say, hey, I want to be an artist, I want to do music, I want to teach, I want to go own a business or start a business or do whatever it is. And to remember, oh, those are the lessons that I learned playing lacrosse. These are the things that are going to help me create a dynamic and an environment for the people who are employed by me, that I work with, whatever it is, to recognize that teamwork and investment and commitment, those attributes and those personal values transcend what we do out here on the field. You guys all want to play in college, right? How do you do that? What is your responsibility in that equation? Get better, right? Get better. That's the thing that you guys have to focus on. And watching some of the individual performances today, guys are getting better, right? It may not feel it right now because we were exhausted and we just took it on the chin, but we're getting better.
So we got off to kind of a little, our games have always been close. All of our games have been close, been competitive. 1-3 is not the record you want, but I don't think that really says the whole story about our team. We lost a couple of close ones. I think that we're excited for our last game. I'm not sure what place it's for, but I know the guys are going to come out firing and it's going to be exciting.
This is our last chance. This is our last chance to play together as a group, okay? So, high note, fun. Those are our two goals, okay?